Hello. So I really wanted to do another skill development, I guess, reading. Just gonna open. So it says Invisible Assailants. This is page 334. This is the Element Encyclopedia of the Psychic World. I'm gonna leave that one alone for a moment. The one beneath it kind of feels like a better place to start this reading. So it says invisible friends or invisibles, right? So a term generally used to describe the invisible playmates of many young children that only they can see. Although it is widely accepted that such figures are figments of the imagination, it has also been often suggested that children are inherently more apt to seeing ghosts, an ability that gradually disappears through age and social conditioning, right? So it's kind of interesting because we have, the idea of power and empire, of people going to church to see the Holy Ghost, of apparitions and kind of superstitious belief. That entire belief system is based around intangible things that we cannot see. We still kind of allow ourselves this ability to wear invisibility cloaks in society or with one another. Like, we still do that. I'm gonna just flip until I find an actual ability to practice. Something about invisible nature of something is gonna be important for some reason. So we'll just go until I see one. It's a jot, but I don't think that's applicable. Sorry. I wanted to show the, obviously selection of the ability on camera so that everything could kind of integrate a little bit more easily. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. And it's because I have a personal kind of relationship with dolls. However, this is about Kachina dolls. It's Kachina. Native American spirit of the ancestral dead who is believed to be a messenger from the gods. Most Kachinas are thought to be benevolent, and in addition to bringing rain, they will also entertain and discipline children. According to myth, Kachinas live in the sacred San Francisco mountains. At first, they would visit the villages to dance and take the souls of the newly dead back with them to the mountains. So it's kind of that, not the Reaper energy, but this is kind of like as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. So this is like the positive spirits that are embodied in these dolls. Yeah. So, they would take the newly dead back with them to the mountains where they transform into rain-giving clouds. But the visitations became such hard work that they decided others should go in their place. The Kachina cult was born. At appointed times, men would dress in costumes and masks and perform the Kachina dance. The Zuni tribe call their Kachina Koko, spirits of men who take the form of ducks and bring rain and visit the living as clouds. The Koko, living happily in a great village at the bottom of the mythical Lake of the Dead, which is thought to be located in the junction of the Zuni and Little Colorado rivers. In Zuni myth, the original Koko were children who drowned after their emergence of people from the underworld. Koko also included the recently deceased and spirits of ancestors long dead who can bestow health, rain, and good corn crops. So I'm going to do this one kind of differently. Um, actually, I'm gonna just switch it up completely because we're talking about Kachina dolls. I want you to think about like those TY babies. Remember those stuffed TY babies that we all used to play with when we were younger? They used to be like a really big trading element. They were kind of like a fad for a little while, kind of like Pogs. Do you remember playing Pogs? Having to use a smasher on the Pogs. Anyway, what I'm going to do is stick with the cards that have pictures or vibrational frequencies only. And I'm going to do that because I really feel like there's unspoken knowledge that is the point of being able to use a Kachina doll. And I also just want to say that it's a bloodline thing. I know I say that a lot, but when I say that it's a bloodline thing, I just mean that some people, for example, some people are born with the genetics to have perfect teeth, or perfect hair, perfect skin. Like everyone has their, you know, their strength, right, in their bloodline. So it's, please don't think that everybody could yeah, is what I want to, is like kind of howl at the moon and get the same result is what is kind of coming through right there. I'm going to shuffle these again. But the first thing coming through for the Kachina doll is this sense of kindness, of happiness, of warmth, of fellowship, and if you were to meet a different race of people or different species altogether whose entire mission during the length and breadth of their life was to not only greet but encourage, support, and when asked or when directly meant to, offer guidance to whatever species they encounter, that would be the peace-loving type of energy that comes from Kachina dolls. And I do want to just say that there are different types of Kachina dolls. That they've been, obviously, just like everything else in this world, that energies have been used ritualistically in specific non-chattel items, like things that are actually alive versus things that are not alive. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, is that this doesn't have to do with this part of the read, but I'm just saying that there are portals that are open for that kind of reception of energy, and then there's some that are not. So for a purified form of energy, or I don't know why the alchemy is also coming through with the Kachina doll pretty strongly, actually. There's also something about needing to build on self in order to get to that level of clarity. It's a clarity, and that is not always open to everybody, and it doesn't have so much to do with so yes, your bloodline does have to do with some things, like you're just, you know, you may be more or less likely to get certain ailments, or more or less likely to maintain specific portions of your personality, etc., etc. This is about reclaiming those keys. It's about taking back the your reflection in the water, because that was the first mirror. The water was the first mirror. It's the first time you probably saw yourself, if you were a Kachina doll or a golem or a voodoo doll or any type of inanimate chattel that is used to get through portals or doorways. It's a really tight squeeze for some people, and for other people, they're accessible. But it has a lot to do with all the reasons why you would like to manifest what it is that you're attempting to manifest. This is a bag in the upright. I do want to say this is, it's an etheric download. It comes from literally space. This is the same theory that there's electricity around us at all times. 11:11 when I said this. That there's a crackling of electricity around us in the air all the time. And that we just simply have not figured out how to tap into that source energy. Those ideas of an infinite amount of energy that could be tapped into is an idea that is difficult for this planet right now. It feels scary to say it out loud. 11:44 when I said that. But for those people who have already had multiple times in their lives, maybe, like, this is kind of similar to the Great Depression, right? If you've experienced a moment when you may have had everything, but you really had nothing. So let's pretend you have an exorbitant amount of money, but your health and wellness is called into question. No amount of money can fix that necessarily. I mean, maybe, hopefully, on the flip side of that, you could have had nothing at all and realized that that was the most fulfillment and satisfaction you've ever felt. That is the realization of divinity. That's just coming to terms with the fact that your physical reality does not necessarily dictate what is on this side or that side. I think Kachina dolls are the hospice care for human life, because human life is hard. And when you can't hear the this card here being in the reverse is a very innocent energy. These are the cubs. These are the baby panthers, and these are the baby lions. These are lions and tigers and bears, oh my. But this is before they ever became scary. This is before they ever became jaded and distorted in the way that they approached the silver bells. We watch Impress the Bells, and we watch Love and Hip Hop, and we forget about things like the Polar Express for children. The story of belief. It's a knowing, it's a Gnosticism, it's a pervasive societal awareness that has now become somewhat of it's for the whippersnappers, is what I'm hearing. Like, it's for the youngins. It's not for the old, the veterans. It's for the youngins. That's the wrong way to think about it. We're thinking about it backwards. There needs to be fine, let's go with it, the Benjamin Button shift. But it needs to be for the young and the old. It needs to be for those that have not been represented, and those that should be represented, that need to be represented, do you understand what I'm saying? Those creatures that are innocent, the youngins that we just saw in the last one, the whippersnappers that we just saw now. I'm going to get one more and then I'll get back to the actual reading. I was just kind of on a tangent. It's I don't know if you've seen Totoro. It's a Japanese cartoon. I used to watch it a ton when I was little. But they have little dust bunnies that live under their beds. And when I was listening to the difference between these two tribes, the Zuni and the little Colorado, the ones that live near the little Colorado River, the cocoa spirits, and basically the way that all those, like health, rain, and good corn, like good crops, having a great harvest, that is the energy that is here with the Kachina dolls. This is the health, the rain, and the crops. Bags full of, hey, like, how you doing? It's that's what I'm saying, is it's an attitude, it's a mindset, it's a literal change of your mind. It's the dopamine level being ramped up, from divinity being injected into your life in some way, shape, or form. Okay? That's what this is. It's the like cosmic egg dropping into the bag. You picking up the bag. You have the key to your house, and you are laughing or whistling, skipping, hopping, skipping, jumping all the way to the bank, doing your Kachina dance, okay? And I'm not talking about the bank literally, so please don't take it literally. I'm speaking very, this is a message in a bottle kind of reading. It's not supposed to be literal, but it is supposed to literally show you the ability, the capability to, I'm going to say the doll is the egg. That is the vessel. It's the meat sack that you are given to wear during the course of this lifetime as you walk across the face of this planet. You could look at the egg as, this earth, this third rock from the sun, and this gorgeous being here as the Gnosticism, as the knowing, as the proverbial reach from your psyche into the outside world around you. It is your spiritual hand of curiosity. It's of curiosity. It's the gloved hand that says elegantly to life, here I am. This is me, and I'm here. Right? This is the epitome of the prototype, and it is for self. I do want to say that. I just really feel the need to reiterate that several times in this reading. This is a personal journey. There is not always going to be a genetic component to that for every aspect of humanity, unfortunately. But there is the potential energy to alchemically change your composition as a human into something that could definitely ascend, or at least receive the blessings that are available from thin air, right, around you. So whatever is around you, I hope you're having a great day. And that's that.